Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with another video. And this time, let's talk about StarStock. Yeah, I know a lot of people out there have been putting together some videos. I saw one of my favorite channels, Sports Card Anonymous, did a video about them, making some speculation on some hearsay and some stuff he's heard. I saw my other channel that I really enjoyed, Card Porn, did a video basically of this, talking about what's going on, this kind of shakeup and falling apart of a company like StarStock. I saw Sports Card Radio claim they could be going bankrupt. Look, let me just say this. First of all, I haven't spoken to anyone at StarStock in weeks, but I do have friends there. I am a StarStock fan and supporter. I've been involved in StarStock since 2020. I'm not an investor or anything like that, but just as a user. I love the platform. I've been involved in it, like I said, since 2020, so almost 2 years, and I still use it. Now, I've noticed those ups and downs. I noticed when I first got on it, no one was using it. Then this time last year, January of 2021, StarStock was on fire. Like, it was just amazing. I talked to a good friend of mine into using it. He's probably cursing my name right now. Now, listen, here's a few things I just want to talk about. What's going on from my perspective and what some suggestions are of StarStock on what they can do. And also for you guys in the card community, right? Talking about the card community, I think this is a chance where we can do one of two things, right? We can support a company like this, or we can watch them fall. Now, I do find it interesting that if a company does something like, I don't know, trim cards, wash cards on the internet, we're fine with continue to support them. If they steal your data, we continue to support them. It's interesting to me who we decide to pick, who we're going to support, who we're not. I'm supporting StarStock. I haven't seen anything wrong with StarStock. I like the young idea, the freshness it brings to the marketplace. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into my video here. So just keep that in mind as I'm going through this. I don't want to look like I'm, turning lemons into lemonade. So first thing, let's talk about StarStock. Let's look at your strengths. Ooh, I gotta move this video out of the way. I didn't run this well. Okay, what do we have and what do we need? Well, StarStock, you have investors and you have brand. I say that because this isn't the Mark's card dude going bankrupt out there, a little private guy running his own little thing. There's gonna be a lot more of those, in my opinion, that are gonna happen. People are over leveraged in the sports card market, personal leverage, friend leverage, whatever it might be. Local card stores, I think you'll see this is just a beginning of a wave of those to fall. And I think that won't really start falling probably for another 12 to 36 months, depending on the allocation stories. Okay, anyway, but StarStock, you got investors and you got brand. So let's keep that as a positive. Hobby reach, you have great hobby reach. Everybody knows, well, everybody, but a lot of people know the name StarStock, and you're connected in the right places, right? You're in the right reaches. So I think we can leverage that. Your own true competitor really in this market space would be ComC, but even ComC, you were never really a direct competitor when you think about what you started your business as, okay? Inventory of cards, again, I think that's actually a strength that you have. You have a large inventory of cards. I understand maybe you have too many, trying to figure out what to do. I won't worry about that. Pre-grading the 3 companies, if I'm not mistaken, right? You pre-grade A, B, C, and then you have access to SGC, BGS, and PSA, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a good thing because I want to leverage that. Now, what you need to do is look for building something that's innovative, that has longevity in the market and grows in this market. Now, I say that because you started StarStock focused on raw rookie cards of only specific brands. And I could not applaud more. In fact, my early videos said how strong that was, how smart it was, because you were almost like a guide to the hobby community. Look, Prism's a good brand. Contenders is trash. But somewhere in there, you lost focus. And I think it's because there's a lot of money on the table and you're trying to cement yourself as a marketplace. Now, that's not really here near there, but focus again back on what you were doing well, right? Rookie cards, pre-grading them, specific products. Okay, now look at where we are today with you have the 3 grading companies you can grade with, okay? Here's just some whiteboard ideas. Some stuff I've been throwing on the whiteboard today, okay? Over the weekend with my StarStock t-shirt on. By the way, I do like this. Very nice dry. It's a dry fit, beautiful. I'm not a big fan of white because I'm kind of a sloppy guy. Anyway, NFTs. Now, I'll say this. I've heard other people say that you guys are going to NFT space. I have not heard anybody from StarStock say this. So I would just say, I think this is a good move if you do this, because there's an opportunity here. Now, here's what I mentioned, and please do contact me about this. I'd love to talk to you more about it, right? There's a space for an NFT broker, breaker, and utility. What I mean by that, a broker, someplace that I could sell my Top Shot and my Panini NFTs or exchange my NFTs to those, right? Make a transaction with those. Do trades, deals, breaks where somebody could open up packs and sell spots to players, right? Both in, again, across the product line, whether it's candy, they're all moving to this pack world. right? In fact, now they're moving in the pack with uniqueness. In fact, what I suspect it'll be, hobby boxes will be very much NFT-like boxes. You'll open up an NFT pack and you'll get, 42 prisms, you'll get one of one and a shot at a blank, whatever it might be. But my point is, they can be very early in that space. You have a trusted name in the sports card space. I got a lot of ideas how you can do this. Number one, you did the breaking thing. And I think the problem there is, from what I understand, you're doing it in a non-profitable way. And also kind of hodgepodge, break what you can get. Look, real quickly, short snapshot, and I mentioned this in another video, make an exclusive NFT break group, okay? Where you, put together a menu. These are the products we're gonna break. And I mean, you're putting together the cream of the crop. We're not breaking garbage, right? We're breaking Prism and NT and blah, blah, blah. And we'll talk more about this, but you put together this really great break package that you're going to then sell spots in, right? There'll be 30 spots in this package. You'll sell 30 NFTs. And we'll talk about how you sell the NFTs. I'm not gonna talk about market, Ethereum or blockchain, but you wanna get that idea of these branded NFTs, and each NFT is for a season, right? To get you access to these breaks. And the breaks have a schedule, right? So you get in the season early, the NFT has a lot of value, and the value decreases. And we'll talk about how you keep the value going, randomness. Anyway, that's not important, but there's a huge market, guys, that you can leverage in NFTs and breaking, okay? You have a trusted name. You could also be the breaker, right? Trusted breaker for not only the products, but for the NFTs, right? So you sell the NFT to get access to the breaks, but you could open products like Exquisite, old Prism, open cool stuff. And then you have the grading, so you could direct grade, right? Now, here's what I recommend. Continue with the sales that you have. Okay, you have the sales website and interface. I would move more towards a broker model where you hire sales card brokers, right? And these brokers would work accounts. They'd have so many accounts assigned to them, and they'd help people buy and sell their cards. And again, I'm not gonna go too much in detail with this, but you're already in a good place for this. You could hire young brokers, and those brokers could get them access to other things, right? And for example, go back to the NFTs right here and the breaks. Part of that could be tickets to local games, right? In different venues that you guys have offices in. Just throw this out here. You can do a lot of this, right? So, and here I tie it into. Since you're StarStock, offer a global set registry. Since you already have a relationship with these different registry companies, grading companies, set up a global registry where you'll let people who come in and they assign, hey, I got this card, this is my registry, and they can assign that registry card, or fill their registry, which cards they have, and they get cross-functional. And then you build challenges, StarStock. Hey, the first person to put together the complete set of, I'm pulling this out of my hiney, Mosaic Prism football, I don't know, right? Who gets it all graded, and do insert sets, whatever, gets tickets to a local basketball game or football game. Just I'm going, my mind's whiteboarding here, whiteboarding, global registry, challenges, NFTs. Look, clean up the clutter. I would get rid of all the extra garbage you brought into the account. You got to go back, focus to rookies and graded. I understand that, or rookies and really good cards. The clutter, we have to clean that up. So what I offer is help your customers donate these cards that they have on their account to boys and girls locations, right? And become a broker of that, right? So for example, StarStock, hey, you've got a bunch of cards you don't do it, ship them to StarStock bulk, and we'll distribute them to the boys and girls clubs across the country. And you guys could build little packages for these kids, right? Where you could sort or package, and we'll talk about that later on. My point is, use the clutter. Like, I got a bunch of cards in my StarStock account. I'm happy to hit the donate button on, right? And let's donate those to kids. And you guys could use that charitable capability to get it to the kids. And I could get a deduction for donating the cards. You guys charity them out. I don't know. Woo. Okay, clean up the clutter. Focus worked. Refocus. I say that again. Focus worked for you guys in the beginning. Refocus on that, right? So go back to focusing on submissions of graded cards. I would also bring in product through exclusive breaking that you only get access through your NFT club. People can buy and sell NFTs via you across platforms. So for example, if you're on blockchain, Flow blockchain, and you want to be on Panini, you guys could help broker those trades, those transactions. You're a trusted third party. I'd recommend you create an account, right? You should have a StarStock account with every one of those platforms and marketplaces, right? So therefore you could even escrow. I could gift you a high value moment that then you would sell for me on my behalf and, give me back a proceed, right? And that NFT capability could be filtered back to the same brokerage capability that you are then helping me manage my slabs, right? So for example, when I'm looking at here, guys, wouldn't it be great to have an expert that I could call and say, hey Ziggy, I'm looking at my portfolio there. You've got my cards in your vault, right? My graded cards. Here's my Panini account and NFTs. Here's my Top Shot account. I'm looking to move from Top Shot into the new UFC Strike. Help me liquidate some of these cards. I also want to complete this account here. You see what I'm saying? You could have a brokerage like kind of like an advisory service, and you get a percentage of managing that person's portfolio and helping them nimbly manage it, right? Hey, there's new wax coming out. Hey, there's Prism coming out. Hey, there's enough interest in Prism that StarStock is going to go ahead and buy pre-order 5 cases at the best price they can get through your network of Prism basketball, and you're going to sell access to those cases through a new drop of NFTs, right? And you can even drop it into packages. Drop a package, get you the NFT break. Hey, do the redemptions, get you a physical. There's so many cool things you guys can still do, right? You are in a position here. You're cyber ready. You're cyber aware. Now, a couple other things. That's my sports consultant service. I do recommend rebuilding the website. I think one of the things that hurt you in the beginning and why you pivoted to expanding instead of focusing was sales velocity, right? And I know Run Good Life talked about this. It was a pain in the butt to update the sales on your site, right? It really was. So I would redo the website. We'll talk more about that later, but redo the website. I also would partner with ComC, right? Because I think you could offload a bunch of cards to ComC directly. I think what's interesting is this shows what value there is in the market for a company like ComC, where I could, like, how many people do you hear today went out and bought Tom Brady cards on ComC because of the Tom Brady retirement, right? Or they went out and bought the dude who hits baseball for the Red Sox, right? So there's going to be that marketplace you're going to want to go to. StarStock can still have a piece of that, but there's so much more you can do, guys. Now, let me just say this. I think StarStock's in a unique position because they can pivot. I believe they're a well-managed company. I'm speculating here. I also believe they have investors and the right people who want to make this work. So unlike a Karl Marx Cards or whatever the hell is going to go bankrupt, and a lot of local card stores that I think are going to go bankrupt. And I will say too, I think there's going to be a lot of more correction. I think grading companies, you're going to see some challenges from some of the smaller grading companies that popped up in the last year. And I've been a fan of many of them. I think they're going to be challenged unless they innovate. But through all this is opportunity, and the change is good. Change is growth, right? And I think what we're seeing there, I think people have underestimating how Fanatics' impact is going to happen. eBay's shifting in authentication, CSG's position in the market space. I'm eager to see a lot of the changes that are coming. I've heard a lot of rants and raves about what's going on in the hobby and drama and anger and stuff like that. But I do hope if you've made it this far through this video, you understand that, first of all, I'm passionate about the hobby. I really, really like it. I am a supporter of StarStock. I'm not going to change much on how I'm using StarStock. I have a bunch of cards I'm waiting to get graded from them. I was using them mainly for selling. I won't lie to you. I've always been selling with StarStock. I might start giving some cards away on StarStock, because maybe some promos to help get some people involved. I'm going to wait. This is coming out. You know, I haven't seen the Monday after the Friday, see what happens in StarStock world. Maybe they go bankrupt. That would be a bummer, but I hope they don't. And if they don't, and other companies out there listening to me, another great one is a card counting service to count the major hits that are being pulled. These cards are being graded, right? Picture service that takes pictures of these high graded patches and RPAs as they get graded. Wax Museum did a great video on a card that was cracked out of an 8.5 and reslabbed in a Panini steel to make it look like it's brand new. Could become a 9.5. Anyway, there's so many services out there, guys, that a company can offer and provide. So please, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go StarStock. Don't give up.